Dear 11th standard students, in exercise number 8.2, sum number 4, a triangle is formed by joining the points 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1. Find the direction cosines of the medians. There is a triangle, and the triangle vertices are A, 1, 0, 0. My B point is 0, 1, 0. My C point is 0, 0, 1. Actually, this diagram, this triangle is with a reference to some x-axis, y-axis and z-axis. Some mutually perpendicular axis with a reference point as some origin. Suppose there is a triangle with vertices A, B, C. They are asking us to find the direction cosines of the medians. I am going to take the midpoints as D, E, F. Midpoints as D, E, F. D is the midpoint of BC. I am going to find D. D is equal to midpoint of BC, because medians means the line joining the vertex and the midpoint of the opposite side. Therefore, I want the midpoint of BC. Midpoint is analytical geometry formula x1 plus x2 by 2, x1 plus x2 by 2, y1 plus y2 by 2, then z1 plus z2 by 2, that is 0 plus 1 by 2. x1 plus x2 by 2, y1 plus y2 by 2, z1 plus z2 by 2 is the midpoint of BC. Therefore, my answer will be 0 by 2 is 0, 1 by 2, again 1 by 2. This is my midpoint D. I have found the value of D. Then I have to find AD vector. I want to find AD vector. That is my first median. AD vector. ஒரு வெக்டார் எப்படி கண்டுபிடிக்கணும் அப்படின்னா end point minus starting point, that is OD vector minus OA vector. AD vector கண்டுபிடிக்கணும்னா ரெஃபரன்ஸ் பாயிண்ட் கிட்ட போங்க. end point, அதாவது இதான் உங்களுக்கு டெர்மினல் பாயிண்ட் மைனஸ் இனிஷியல் பாயிண்ட். அப்போ AD vector மீடியன் கண்டுபிடிக்கணும்னா OD minus OA. நீங்கள் AD vector கண்டுபிடிச்சாதான் you can find the direction cosines. To find the direction cosines, first I have to find the value of AD vector. AD vector formula is OD minus OA. How to find OD minus OA? OD is ready. Here this is OD. I have to put some IJK directions போட்டுட்டீங்கன்னா this is I vector, இது J vector, இது K vector இருக்குன்னு வச்சிங்கன்னா இதான் directions. இது பேர் தான் directions சொல்லுவாங்க, directions. அப்போ you have to add the directions with it. That is 0 I vector. OD vector எழுதுறேன் 0 I vector plus 1 by 2 J vector plus 1 by 2 K vector. This is my OD vector minus OA vector. OA vector na add IJK with this. Therefore 1I vector plus 0J vector plus 0K vector. Just to subtract this, you will get the value of AD vector. AD vector formula is terminal point minus initial point. 0 minus 1 is minus I vector. 1 minus 2 minus 0 is 1 by 2 J vector. Then 1 by 2 minus 0 is 1 by 2 K vector. This is my AD vector. I have found the value of AD vector. After finding the value of AD vector, I have to find the direction cosines. Now AD உடைய x my x is minus 1. Then y value, direction ratios 1 by 2, 1 by 2. Then k value is also 1 by 2. Then z value, this is z value. This is called direction ratios of AD vector. AD vector or direction ratios. DRs of AD vector. AD vector or direction ratios. These are the direction ratios of AD vector. Fine. I have to find R vector. Value of R. Square root of x square plus y square plus z square. That is square root of minus 1 square plus 1 by 2 whole square plus 1 by 2 whole square. That is 1 plus 1 by 4 plus 1 by 4. Therefore LCM is 4. Here 4 cross la poidum. 4 plus 1 plus 4 root 6 by 4. My answer will be root 6 by 2. This is my R vector. Then I have to find the direction cosines. For direction cosines or a formula x by r. Then comma y by r. Then z by r. This is the formula for direction cosines. What is my x value? Minus 1. Minus 1 by r value root 6 by 2. Comma y value is 1 by 2. 1 by 2 by r value root 6 by 2. Then z value again 1 by 2. 1 by 2 by r value is root 6 by 2. Then 2 cancels. 2 cancels. Reciprocal achina. Your final answer will be minus 2 by root 6. Then this becomes 1 by root 6. And this becomes 1 by root 6. This is my first set of direction cosines. Direction cosines of AD. First median odeya direction cosine is over. Then we will go to E point. E is the midpoint of AC. I am going to find midpoint of AC. Midpoint of AC. Midpoint of AC is E. Midpoint of AC. Midpoint formula is x1 plus x2 by 2. Just x1 plus x2 by 2, y1 plus y2 by 2, z1 plus z2 by 2. This is the midpoint formula. x1 plus x2 by 2, comma y1 plus y2 by 2, comma then z1 plus z2 by 2. This is the formula for the midpoint of AC, that is E point. Therefore, coming to my E point, E is equal to see x1, my x1, 1 plus 0 by 2, 1 plus 0 by 2, then 0 plus 0 by 2, 0 plus 0 by 2, then 0 plus 1 by 2. Therefore, my answer will be 1 by 2. 0 plus 0 becomes 0, 0. Then this becomes 0 plus 1 is 1 by 2. Therefore, my midpoint is 1 by 2, comma 0, comma 1 by 2. Like this it will come. I have found the value of E. Then I have to find BE vector. BE vector formula is terminal minus starting point. That is OB vector with reference to O, position vector of E minus position vector of B. OE minus OB. This is the formula to find BE vector. That is equal to, what is my OE vector? OE just now we have found, that is 1 by 2, just add direction. I unit vector plus 0j unit vector. This is called unit vector plus 1 by 2 k vector. You have to add ijk minus OB vector. our OB vector is 0, 1, 0. Therefore, 0i plus 1j plus 0k. This is the formula to find OE minus OB. 1 by 2 minus 0 is again 1 by 2. 0 minus 1 is minus j. 1 by 2 minus 0 is 1 by 2k. Therefore, DRs, direction ratios of BE vector, direction ratios of BE vector is x is equal to 1 by 2, y is equal to minus 1, z is equal to 1 by 2. இதே மாதிரி வேல்யூஸ் வரும், பட் லைட்டாக இன்டர்சேஞ்ச் ஆகிருக்கும். அப்போ ஆர் கண்டுபிடிச்சிங்கன்னா the same rule, square root of x square plus y square plus z square, same answers மாறி வரும், அவ்வளோதான். அப்போ இதே ஆன்சர் தான் வரும், சேம் டிட்டோ root 6 by 2. you just copy it from here, numbers மட்டும் மாறி இருக்கும். இங்கே 1 by 2 square plus 1 square plus 1 by 2 square. அப்போ இந்த ஸ்டெப்லேருந்து இந்த ஸ்டெப் வரைக்கும் you have to just copy it from here, same thing, but லைட்டாக சேஞ்ச் இருக்கும். இங்கே 1 by 2 வரும், இங்கே minus 1 by 2 வரும், வேறு எதுவும் சேஞ்ச் கிடையாது. ஆனால் ஆர் இதே ஆன்சர் தான் வரும். Fine. After finding this, you have to write the values of direction cosines. My direction cosines, my direction cosines, my DCs, my DCs. My DCs will be having the same formula as x by r, comma, y by r, comma, z by r. This is my direction cosines formula. Therefore, is equal to, this is direction cosine of B, direction cosine of B. This is direction cosine of AD vector. Of course, these all are medians. AD is a median and B is also a median. எல்லாமே medians தான் நம்ம போட்டு இருக்கிறோம். அப்போ midpoint of opposite side க்கும் vertex க்கும் join பண்ற லைனுக்கு பேர் தான் median. So what is my x? நம்ம சம்ம பொறுத்த வரைக்கும் x ன்னு பார்த்தீங்கன்னா I have written here 1 by 2 by r. R value is root 6 by 2. Then y value is minus 1 by root 6 by 2. Then z value is 1 by 2 by root 6 by 2. 2 cancels. இங்கே 2 cancels. Therefore your answer will be 1 by root 6 comma minus 1 by root 6. Sorry, இங்கே 2 reciprocal ஆச்சுன்னா 2 by root 6 minus 2 by root 6 and again 1 by root 6. This is my direction cosines of BE. Okay, fine. After finishing the direction cosine of BC, we have to move to direction cosines of CF. For that, I have to find the value of F. To find the value of F, again midpoint of AB, again midpoint formula of AB is called as E, F. E is over F. அப்போ F ஓட value is again midpoint x1 plus x2 by 2, y1 plus y2 by 2, z1 plus z2 by 2. So 1 plus 0 by 2 gives 1 by 2. Then 0 plus 1 is again 1 by 2. Comma 0 plus 0 is 0 by 2. That is 0. இதே answers தான் வரும், லைட்டாக interchange ஆகி வந்திருக்கும். After finishing this, I have to find CF. CF vector. So CF vector will be OF vector minus OC vector, end point minus starting point, position vector of F minus position vector of C. What is position vector of F? Here it is 1 by 2 I vector plus 1 by 2 J vector plus 0 K vector. This is my OF minus OC. OC is here 0I plus 0j plus 1k. You have to subtract this. 1 by 2 minus 0 is 1 by 2 I vector. 1 by 2 minus 0 is again 1 by 2 j vector. 0 minus 1 is minus k vector. This is my CF. About same answer 1 by 2, 1 by 2 minus 1, 1 by 2, 1 by 2 minus 1. இதே மாதிரி ஆன்சர் தான் வரும். But direction ratios direction ratios of CF ன்னு போட்டிங்கன்னா your x will be 1 by 2, y will be 1 by 2, z is equal to minus 1. R கண்டுபிடிச்சிங்கன்னா சேம் ஃபார்முலா ஸ்கொயர் ரூட் ஆஃப் எக்ஸ் ஸ்கொயர் ப்ளஸ் ஒய் ஸ்கொயர் ப்ளஸ் z ஸ்கொயர் சேம் டிட்டோ. இது மட்டும் டேர்ம்ஸ் மாறி வரும். 1 by 2 ஸ்கொயர் ப்ளஸ் 1 by 2 ஸ்கொயர் மைனஸ் 1 by ஸ்கொயர். அப்போது அகெயின் யூ ஹவ் டு டூ த சேம் ஸ்டெப்ஸ் ஃபார் திஸ் ஆல்சோ. இதே 1 2 3 4 5 6 லைட்டாக 2 டேர்ம் மட்டும் இன்டர்சேஞ்ச் ஆகும். அகெயின் யூ வில் பி கெட்டிங் root 6 by 2 is my R. Then you have to write the formula for direction ratios as direction cosines. Direction cosines of CF. This is all median. Median CF. Median CF. This is all medians. Median, median, median BE. This is median AD. Median AD. Median AD. Okay. The formula is same. X by R, Y by R, Z by R. What is X here? X is 1 by 2 by root 6 by 2, comma y is 1 by 2 root 6 by 2. Then Z is minus 1 by root 6 by 2. Take reciprocal. 2 2 cancels. 2 2 cancels. This is reciprocal. Therefore your answer will be 1 by root 6, comma again 1 by root 6, comma minus 1 by 2 by. This is reciprocal. 2 by root 6 will be your final answer. அப்போது 3 மீடியன்ஸ் ஒரு ட்ரையாங்கிளில் ஏடி பிஇ சிஎஃப் 3 மீடியன்ஸோடைய டைரக்ஷன் கொசைன்ஸு நம்ம கண்டுபிடிச்சி ஆகணும். ஓகே, தேங்க்யூ.